Hello everyone, my name is Leah and I am in third year at the University of Portsmouth, and I'm going to tell you my top tips on what to bring to university. So just a disclaimer, I'm not going to tell you everything you need to bring. I'm just going to tell you some things that I think you might forget, a bit more discreet things, so obviously feel free to bring a lot more.
So first we're going to look at the kitchenware. So of course you need 2 plates, 2 bowls, 2 mugs, and I would say at least 2 glasses. So there's always one for you and a friend, and I would bring a water bottle too to take out. Then you need a saucepan, and I would say always make sure to bring a frying pan. These are things you might not need, but someone in your flat should. So a colander, and make sure one of you has a baking tray. One of you will also need oven gloves, and you should also bring some hand kitchen towels. So you'll definitely want a chopping board, and then with that you want all your cutlery. So I'd say 2 of each like before, so you never know when you're going to have a friend over. It's always good to have an extra pair of everything. So you got your forks, spoons, knives, and then even teaspoon, good for making tea and stuff. You also want a sharp knife, you'll use this a lot when cooking. And definitely something to use with your frying pan, a spatula of some sorts. Someone in your flat should bring this, you shouldn't all need one. So a masher, some scissors, a whisk. So this is all good for baking, so you don't need that many, but someone should bring one of these. And also a cheese grater of some sorts is always necessarily in a flat. And obviously a jug.
So bedding wise, make sure you remember to bring some pillows, your duvet or blanket, whatever you prefer, and of course a bed sheet. I know some people do like to bring mattress toppers. Obviously it's just an extra thing. If you do want to consider it, then bring one if you like your comfort.
Some other things to remember, so an extension lead is always convenient for your plugs. Some photos and stuff to make it feel much more homely, just to remind you of your family and friends as well, is always nice. Don't forget coat hangers. You will certainly need lots of coat hangers. A washing basket, so something to make sure you put your washing in, and then for when you've done your washing, you then will need a clothes horse or something to hang it up to dry.
So I'm not going to go through like clothes or anything like that to bring, because obviously that's completely up to you. I would just say make sure you do bring a swimsuit because it might still be quite warm when you get here. But then you also pack for really cold weather as well, so make sure you're bringing a coat and a waterproof jacket. I would say one convenient thing to have in a shared accommodation is a dressing gown. I was wearing mine constantly in first year, so I'd say that's something that you might want to consider. Also, if you're planning on doing any sports when you get here, if you know you need any shin pads or a mouth guard or anything like that. So uni things. This is all personal preference, but I like to take something small like a little tablet laptop like this to take notes in the lectures with. But obviously if you prefer a notepad and a pen and paper, please make sure to remember pens, pencils, anything you think you need like that. One thing I definitely want to remind you to bring is a memory stick. They're so useful, especially because nowadays you work so much on the laptop and everything. I'd definitely say if you like quick note taking or reminding yourself of things, bring some sticky notes, because they're always useful to put on your wall to help you remember things. One thing I would say to consider that a lot of people forget are documents. So depending on what you're planning on doing when you get to university, you might need some necessary documents. So obviously if you're planning on traveling anywhere, if you're planning on getting a part-time job, setting up a student bank account, there's always different forms of letters and proofs of ID that you'll need. So maybe consider bringing your passport, make sure you bring your driver's license. You might want to consider bringing your university acceptance letter. If you have your COVID passport, try to remember to bring that. So that's all from me. Obviously, like I said, make sure to bring anything extra that you think you might need. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, so that you can keep up to date with any more tips from us students.